Let us draw first line here, one horizontal line. Okay, draw with a thin line. Okay, mark here. So according to scale, now it is of 25 mm. For 25 mm, so I took in 5 centimeter length here. Next, we need to draw one perpendicular line which is of length 20 mm. That means it is a 4 centimeter. Okay. So to draw the perpendicular line, you can use the scale itself here, or you can go for a protractor marking. So you have some engraved sets, so use those engraved lines to get the perpendicular lines. Now this is what point A, so which has an inclination of 90 degree here. Okay. Now this point is D and this point is B. Okay. Next thing, you need to draw two links here. One link is of 30 mm length, another link is of 25 mm length. Okay. So with the help of compass here, okay, so based on scale, you just take a length here. Now for 25 mm length, it is to be 5 centimeter. Now taking D as a center point, okay, so draw an arc here. Length BC is 30 mm here. Length BC is 30 mm. We'll go for 6 centimeter. For 6 centimeter. Now taking B as a center point, okay, B as a center point, draw the arc here. So now we got on one intersection point. This point is C point here. This point is C point. Now with the help of scale, we just join the points DC and BC. Now this is what link diagram is over. So next we'll mark the force directions. Okay. Now at point A, F1 is there, which is inclined at 30 degree, to horizontal line. Now mark 30 degree here, okay, and you just show the direction. Now this is what force F1 of magnitude 200 Newton, which is inclined at 30 degree here. On point B, so you have a load which is acting at 30 degree inclination. They have given direction. Okay, now just draw one horizontal line here. Okay, so with respect to this horizontal line, mark an 30 degree line. Mark 30 degree. Okay, then join that mark to point B, which gives the direction of force F2. Okay. Now coming to the point D. Now at point D, force F4 is there, which is also acting at an inclination of 30 degree. Now considering D point as center point, put a mark of 30 degree here, then you join here. Now magnitude and direction of two forces are known here. That is what force F1 and F4. F1 is 200 Newton, F4 is 300 Newton, so which is 30 degree inclination here. Okay, so on point C, force F4 is there. Okay, so this force does not have any direction as well as magnitude. Okay, so this force is F3, not a F4. Okay, now let us go for drawing the force diagrams. Okay, so now you have the values of F1, F4. Okay, that is magnitude, F1, F4, and also directions. Okay, so now let us combine these two forces to get one resultant force. So now you simply project these lines here. Now we got a one point. Let us mark this point as a O. Okay, let us mark this point as a O. So now we'll draw the force vector diagram here. We'll draw the force vector diagrams. So you know the direction of F1. Okay, let us put a one mark here, a reference point. Now with respect to that one, you draw 130 degree line. Okay. Now based on scale, so you know 50 Newton equal to 1 centimeter. Now F1 has an 200 Newton. Let us draw this line of length 4 centimeter. Now this shows the magnitude and the direction of force F1. Magnitude and direction of force F1. Right? Now just to draw one horizontal line here. Okay, with respect to this one horizontal line, you can refer some parallel lines, or you can go for using the protractor to mark the angle. Okay. Now from this end point of force F1, you just mark one more point, that is of 30 degree inclination for force F4. Okay. For force F4. Okay. Now you join this end point to this direction, 30 degree direction. Now force F4 is 300 Newton. That means scale is 6 centimeter. Now scale is 6 centimeter. Now this is what force F4. Now you join to end point of force F1 and start point of force F1 and end point of force F4. You will get the resultant force of these two. So now this is what resultant force. Let us mark this as a F. Let us mark this as a F. Now just measure what is the orientation of force F4. Okay, so I think it is probably it has an inclination of 70 degree with respect to the horizontal line. Okay, with respect to the horizontal line. Okay, now just from this O, you just draw a line which has to pass and through this O point at a distance, at an angle of 70 degree, at an angle of 70 degree. Okay? No, otherwise, so as you got angles here, as you got angles, okay, now this inclination is 30 degree already is there. Okay, you just decrease 20 degree with respect to this perpendicular line. Okay, you are going to get here. Now just draw one very thin light line here. Okay, you check out whether you have drawn 70 degree or not. Okay, you check out you have drawn 70 degree or not. Now it is a 80 degree line here. Okay, so it is 80 degree line, so it has to be 70 degree. Okay? It has to be 70 degree. Now from this point, okay, we somewhere made a mistake. Okay, now already drawn a 30 degree line here. Okay, so I think just to go for let us see whether you are going to get or not. Okay, now it is of 70 degree inclination. Okay, 70 degree inclination. So now this is what direction of force F, resultant force F. Okay. Now from point B, you know the direction of force F2. You will just draw the parallel line here. Just extend the line, force line. It is going to intersect this F line. You just mark that point as a O1 or O dash. Okay. Now from this O1 to join this C point. O1 to C point. You can draw thin lines or you can go for drawing the dashed lines. So now this will give the direction of force F3. This will give the direction of force F3. Now you just measure how much you got. Approximately you got a 16 degree here. Okay, so theta value is 16 degree. Okay, that means F3 is at an inclination of 16 degree with link BC. Okay. So now to get the forces F2 and F3, okay, now parallel to this one, okay, so parallel to this one, so you just draw a line here, just draw a line from this point. Okay, you just go draw only thin line here. Okay, now similarly parallel to this O1C, you just draw a line here. Okay, from this intersection of F and F4. Now this force is F3 and this force is F2. Now theta, you got 16 degree. Okay, so now let us measure force F3, okay, and measure force F2. So it is a scale of 3.7 centimeter. Okay, F3 is what? 3.7 centimeter. So we took 50 Newton as a scale. Okay, and similarly measure F2. F2, it is 6.2 centimeter. F2 is 6.2 centimeter. You just multiply here. Okay, now let us calculate. 35, 187. I think this is 150. So I think this is 185.4 and this is 310. 310. So you draw the lines exact, parallel and perpendicular, so you will get the correct answer here. Okay. Now according to book, F2 is 380. F2 is 380 and F3 is 284. Okay. You draw with the correct instruments, you will get the answer. Okay. And force F, let us check force F. This is 5.3. Okay, force F, it's a 5.3 into 50. This is what 285 Newton. See? This is what 285. So in this manner you need to go for graphical solutions.